got a success story about making changes to your life, quitting and finding that growth you're looking for. Let's talk about it. Roll it. Welcome back to another video. We've been exploring this whole idea of quitting, changes, and how all these can help make or break your life. Now, of course, we're exploring the ways of quitting and how quitting can be incredibly challenging or incredibly easy, with no regret, no fear, and making sure we are aligned with ourselves in order to make the decision. And in this email, I'm exploring this success story that I had with somebody who clearly went through a lot. We did our coach call stuff, and all of a sudden, months later, I get the success story, and this is an awesome feeling for me and for him and his wife and all that. And of course you guys, because I think you guys can get a motivational pump in that right direction if you're planning on making changes and you're worried about what the outcome will be and that fear's taking over. Just listen to this email. And in yesterday's video, which I'll link above, it was the idea behind somebody wondering, should I quit my marriage? And I gave a step-by-step approach of the kind of things that will help that person with regret, because they didn't know if they should do it. They were in that suffering stage of, should I quit, shouldn't I quit, should I quit, shouldn't I quit? And in this email, I'm really happy to hear somebody who used that same advice and got themselves moving in that right direction, built themselves up, and things are moving back to where they wanted them to be. Hi Nikos, I have to say, after your coach call, you left me thinking and feeling like I had control of my decisions. Quickly though, I went back to my needy behaviors. Our second coach call got me back on track. I have learned so much, and you have helped me over the last several months. I managed to get my life back in order. Congrats, that's the best part. My wife and I are back to where we were, and I'm loving my new job. Awesome. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but I told you so. You are right when you say follow the steps and do your planning. Things were rough for a while, but it all worked through. My wife kept me accountable, and she started respecting me again by the end of it. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Because you took affirmative action. You made the plan. You supplied her with the plan. I will try all these things, and we will get moving. Keep me accountable. Go back to the drawing board if things aren't being met on that accountability factor. Keep your expectations low. Work hard to grow into the person you needed to be in order to make this decision count. And in this person's situation, they were stuck in a depressive mode, not moving in any one direction. They hated their job, and because they hated their job, they brought it home, and because they brought it home, well, the wife noticed, and the wife didn't respect it, or she stopped respecting him rather as time went on, because she wanted him to be happy, and he didn't care to become more happy because he was scared. Fear had taken over of him quitting. And we worked on a plan to change jobs, get moving in the right direction, and we also worked on a plan to make sure that his wife is part of that process. His wife was keeping him on his toes, and we made sure that that respect value starts coming up, because once that respect value came up, well, love was around the corner. It was coming back. It was starting to move. This is a typical example of what people go through on a daily basis with different things. It's not just relationships, it's everything to do around the things that we're trying to achieve. And when we get into that stale place with other people, well, what ends up happening? The respect value comes down. And once the respect value comes down, well, the love starts coming down. And of course, you know, you look at it from a perspective of how long can somebody stick around with somebody who's miserable and doesn't want more better for their lives. And in this case, this individual, well, it's not that he didn't want it, it was the fear had taken over, and he didn't want to risk change. And in his mind, he thought, if I continue doing what I'm doing, everything will be fine. And he did know that his wife did want to see an income increase and all this other stuff for their lifestyle as it was moving, but at the same time, she wanted him to just do something. She wanted him to be a man, live up to the expectations she married. And of course her expectations were truly high. And reality was that when this fear took over, there was no way he was going to meet that expectation he had shown he could, or he was promising really, when they started being involved in a relationship and then getting married. This is the reality of it. And fear is a horrible drug to be on, because once it takes over, well, we end up doing the things we don't want to be doing. So take this time to really think about this whole process. Watch yesterday's video that I'll link above and below. It is critical to really put this into perspective, that we go through all this stuff, and when fear takes over, it makes us do things we shouldn't be doing. And it also does not allow us to progress and find growth in the things we need to find growth in. It's very important that we address this as our own individual self to find growth, because nobody else will do it for us. And in this case, we see, hey, look, she was ready to leave him. In yesterday's video, he was ready to call it quits with her. They were communicating on it, and they're, hey, this isn't working out. In other videos I've done, the person's already in separation mode and they get back together. Now, does this always work in this way? Well, no. Sometimes things have moved and progressed in such a way where there's no coming back and you can do everything you can. However, you do come better out of it. You come out without having that regret. You've tried, you've moved forward, and now you know, hey, I'm not going to repeat these mistakes. The idea is growth. It's always growth. And I'm sure you watching this video right now are thinking, hey, do I need to make changes? Yeah, you do. You need to make changes. We all have to make changes so we can find that growth. The question is, what do we need to do in order to grow into that and take advantage of it? And in this particular email to this fella, I gotta say congratulations again. Don't forget the things you've learned. Don't forget to keep doing the things that you started doing the right way, because what will end up happening is that if you don't, it'll go back to where it was, and I don't think you're gonna like that. You need to maintain status quo. You need to keep moving forward. You need to achieve. My name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Of course, hit the subscribe button to get your daily motivational idea to get you moving in the right direction. Of course, leave your comment below. Leave your story. Have you had a successful one? Have you been in some turbulence? What have you done? What are you doing? And who knows? Somebody might be reading your story and you might help change a life.